Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today we're going to do an art journal page. And I love showing, if you go to your local art supply store, craft store, if you go to a yard sale, because now's the time yard sales are starting. Um, sometimes you find your you find paper, scrapbook paper. You can get these sometimes 20 cents on a clearance section. So what we're going to do today is we're going to play and then do an art journal page with a dark piece of paper, scrapbook paper that for some reason I bought. And I'm like, what am I going to do with it? And this is what we're going to do. So I am going to lay this on my art journal page. And you can do this very technical and you can measure and cut and do all the things. But guess what? I'm not. So I'm going to just go in. And we cutting. Here we go. We're gonna try to cut straight, but she never cut straight. Cause she's wacko. All right, there's one. Maybe I'm gonna do something. Oh, I better move my camera back. Oop. Okay. So I'm gonna take this and kind of give it a little poke there. Because we're just going to do technique, and that's what I love doing is technique. Like showing you guys, what do you do with a piece of crappy, not that this is crappy scrapbook paper, but crappy scrap. Crappy scrap. But you know what I mean? Like, what do you do if you have a piece of, especially this is dark. Now, I'm not a card maker. If you thought of me, it would not be, she's a card maker, because I'm not. Excuse my hand. Because I'm not. But what I do like to do, I just don't know when my camera's being, I must have bumped it when I got up, which is normally what I do. Um, yeah, so I just love picking paper because I really dug this paper for many reasons. But I mean, it's a pretty piece of paper, got all the little polka dots and whatnot. So we're going in. And I'm going to use today some Mod Podge paper. You guys asked me to get to getting on this and use it. I usually, for my videos and whatnot, I use Mod Podge matte. Because I love it. It doesn't, bother me. But Mod Podge does make Mod Podge paper. And when I'm not, like if I'm doing collage on canvases, when I make to sell or just make to play, I use the Mod Podge paper because it's what it's for. It doesn't leave your paper sticky or anything like that. It helps glue it down. It's like a little thinner of a consistency, which when I use Mod Podge matte, it's thicker and I add water sometimes. So this works out well. So I use this quite a bit. And is she using it today? Because it was kind of glued shut. She is. And I like it. So, I mean, it's all into preference. I know a lot of us have Mod Podge regular matte. You can use glossy too. Just if you use glossy, try to remember not to get it anywhere that you want to. Well, nowadays, I mean, they do have paints that, I mean, acrylic paints, they have multi-surface paints that go over gloss and all that, but you just don't want to necessarily, it'll change like colors if you, let's say you have a part of a drawing or some stamping. I like that, but I mean, now we can use whatever side. I think today we'll use the dark side though. Let's go to the dark side and I'm just going to lay this down. Now, something that I do is that in there. I know it's going to be too long and too big, in certain places, and I don't care. I'll just cut it when I'm done. Um, and then I just kind of pretend like it's a nice, smooth, sexy chest. And not that I know what that feels like because my husband's very hairy. We tried to wax his head once. We tried to. That's a story that's not for right now. Okay, so you see what I'm doing. Okay, so now tip, I'm not going to do it, but because I just have my one rag there, but wipe that before you go to put your lid on and it won't stick. But I'll be in this later, so we'll just kind of do the thing right there. But when it dries, it gets sticky, but it's easy to open, really. Okay, so you see we have that. Now, this was sent to me by June, and I'm assuming that TCW is the Crafters Workshop. It's Awesome. Cute, cute, cute. So I thought, let's play with this. I'm using, maybe I should tell you, and then I'll show you. This is my Gustav Klimt 2011 calendar. I've talked about this just very quickly. I write in it. I do those kind of things. And because it's older and I love his art, I've loved his art for years and years and years, I will only, instead of wasting it, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what do? I could take all these out and all that, but so I just sew the one side or do whatever, and do like an art journal page or whatever, or I write and then I save the art. So it's all inspirational, all inclusive, whatever that means. But I felt very important saying that. So you can see, I'm going to turn it like this for a minute. When I turn it this way, I have the hangover. Okay. Now you can do several things. You can, now if I would have had this longer, if I would have thought ahead of time, which I never do, I could have left this longer. And then what you do is fold it, fold it over, and it becomes like a tip-in. So imagine, let's just imagine for imagination, it would have been like a tip-in. So you could have, then folded it out and used it as an extension of this page. However, my stunad, I did not, because I am a stunad. But that's a little tip from me to you. So enjoy that. Okay. So now we have this very dark background. What are we going to do? We're going to take white paint. Now, do you need to use white paint? No. You can use anything that's lighter than this. Maybe you want some pink or light green. I have green, yellow citron. I have white, which is what we're going to use. I have red. I have magenta. It doesn't matter. You just want something that's going to break this up. So I'm going to put my right there. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of my white right there. What I do with my patty thing. Oh, Lord. As always, 20 million things going on here. I am never organized. I know you guys tell me all the time, but it's just how I work. Kelly. Okay, I know I had something, but what we're going to use is what they call a scruffy brush. Where'd you go? Where's my scruffy brush? Isn't here. Or here it is, right in front of me. It's one of them days, guys. One of them days. Okay, so I'm going to lay it there. Am I concerned with, is it going to be even? Is it going to, no, I just want the pattern, but this is just where I'm putting it. And I don't need to exactly see the pattern. It doesn't matter. If you want to, you can. Now, it does not matter what kind of stencil you use, meaning, do you want to have big sections? Do you want to have, it doesn't matter. Pick your favorite stencil, pick a stencil, because, it ends up in the background anyway, but it's to show you how you can use paper, whatever paper you have. I have on my knittingandthings.blogspot.com, I'll link that down below. I have a handful of mixed media papers that I've made that you can download to your computer, and you can use whatever way you want. If you want to use them as a background, if you want to cut them up, do whatever you like to do. Now, I am using my disgustingly dirty paper background here. I like doing that because I'll rip this up and then use this as my own scrapbook paper, so to say, but I'm thinking about making some beads with it. We'll see. But use a piece of wax paper, parchment paper, use a nonstick mat, you can go to the dollar stores now and they have the nonstick mats there. And yes, you can. You can buy your art supplies there now. You can buy, so you can be very cost effective if you're starting out or just want some extra, stuff to play with. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Look, now do you see how that breaks up? It gives it a whole other look. Beautiful stencil, beautiful, beautiful stencil. But I think to me it gives it like a stained glass look. We're gonna be getting rid of that, but I don't know, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. But so simple. Just any kind of stencil. And white, you know, with the very dark background makes it really pop, you know, the white. But I mean, again, you can use whatever color you want. Now, I'm going to turn on this bad boy and see if I can kind of, let's see, because he's only half there, but I only want, this is the stupid stuff I do when I have no brain power, and I think, you know what? Maybe I'll try to do this, but I'm not going to be able to, I don't think. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. I'm going to put it this way now. You can do whatever you want. I'm just going rogue. And it's just for interest, but you can definitely do it, you know, the same way. If your brush gets dry or drags and you want, I just do a little ploop of water. That was a big ploop, and we're just going to ploop it right there. Ploop it right there. And I'm putting more white down. I thought I could make it go, but look, it was a big ploop. It's like that bird ploop when you just clean your car poop. Okay. Anybody? All right. And then I don't want too much water on it, but what are you going to do? Sometimes the plooping is just, you're all about that ploop. Now look how crappy it looks. No, wait, it's all right. It happens. So then that's when I will go, I don't like that plooping. And I'm going to, and I will add sometimes a little bit of water with my spray bottle from Sherry. Okay. Just to take it off. It's not that big a deal. Gonna add more paint because she messed it up. But isn't that the fun of painting, though? Don't you just love just having the fun? I'm just taking some of that off because I obviously had the water in there. Let's do like this. Yeah, too much water can ruin it, as you've seen. But that's all right. Okay, and then I'll just. All right, did I mess it up? Yes, it's not as beautiful as I wanted it, but guess what? Neither am I. All right, so now, you know, we have this right here, and then you can go in and just kind of tap, tap, tap it all the way up. Just to add some design, a little bit of the white. It doesn't matter. You do you. Okay. And then I don't clean my stencils. But you can see, let's pretend like this doesn't exist. Look how beautiful. Let me show you. And then she makes a mistake. But this, I'm going to tell you something, and if you've been with me for a while, you guys know, I do dig that too, because I do like taking a dark page and whitewashing it and then working on it. So if you look, let's do it this way. You can see, you get two different looks, which is pretty cool. So sometimes mistakes are like, you know what? Next time I'm going to whitewash it and then do the stencil on top of it correctly, because these are both two fantastic looks. This, like on top of here, looks like it had some texture paste, some modeling paste, molding paste, whatever you may call it. And I'm going to do that and dry it. I think that's all I'm going to do with this right now. I'm not going to paint over it. I'm going to stop my video because that in itself is beautiful. I'm not mad at that. So what do you guys think? Well, let me know what you think. I like it. I was going to paint over it and do all that, and then I decided no, because I really like it. I like, and like I said, you can use whatever stencil that you want. This is just happened to be sent to me, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it, and I like it. And it's sitting here, and I'll probably do another video with it. I might do another page, and then maybe do this on it and then paint over it. I don't know. We'll see. But this is pretty cool. And like I said, don't forget, you know, you can make your tip in over here. You can, oh gosh, the stuff you can do. So let me turn it this way so it's easier to see. If you have your page, let's just do a little tip with Kelly. Tip in, tip. Yes. So you have a paper and you make it, I would probably take it halfway, right? Fold it over. You can, I have needles and stuff sitting everywhere because I love to sew and all that. You can, you know, make your hole, put your hole punch, sew through. You could tie ribbon through it, you know, whatever. Or just like I said, leave it like this. You might want to even, maybe what I would do if I had it like this, I would just put like the little bit of glue here and then glue it and then it goes all the way over. Once it's dry, then I would kind of flip it over. But I mean, you do whatever you want. And you can research on YouTube tip-ins and you'll find a million different ways. I've done them where I've sewn them in. You can staple it. You can do nothing with it because it does stay, you know, after a while. That's it. So, and then you can just flip it out and flip it back. It's totally up to you. Little clips, binder clips, whatever. So that would be a really cool thing to do, you know, as well to, I wish I would have thought about that before, but it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter now. So what I think I'm going to do is maybe paint this. No, not paint it. I'll probably see if I can glue some of these down. The rest of these pages, that paper is that way, then it's not wasted. I can leave the white on there if I want, and then do the stencil and do the whole thing. And then maybe I will, in another video, come back and then we'll maybe work on top of it one day this week or something. We'll see. But for now, I'm very excited about this, okay? I like it. I really do. I don't know, that contrast is everything to me. So anyway, look, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think about down this. And any stencil, you know, tricks or hacks that you want to share, leave them down below for others to read and, you know, enjoy. I love stencils. I love playing with stencils. I don't play with them nearly enough. And that's why when I got this, I thought, I'm going to use a stencil and play around here. So as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Please be safe, stay safe, and share me around. I appreciate it. Pretend like I'm your loose friend. And, you know, I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.